Are you looking for some ideas and activities for the very first day of school? Well, welcome, because in this video, I'm going to share some of my favorite, easy to do, smooth sailing activities that will get your students singing, moving, and making music on the very first day. If you're looking for free activities, then I want you to go and check the description for the link to our free community. Join the free community and you'll get access to over 100 activities you can use in your classroom. And if you're new to the channel, I hope that you'll take a second and click that subscribe button. It lets YouTube know that you've watched this video and you like this channel. I'm going to take you through just the flow of a complete music day lesson time. In each of these segments, for a full day, I'll give you some ideas for primary grades and for those upper grades. To me, the easiest thing to do is to try and have simple games you can use across multiple grade levels. I found that the students that come back in the next grade, let's say you taught it to them in first and now they're in second grade, there's enough new students that it doesn't matter that you've already taught them the game, and honestly, most of them don't remember the first day of school. So this is a great time to simplify your lesson planning and use those games across the grade levels. Now I have lots of videos where you could go and find the hello song that you would like to use in your classroom. The one I'm going to use is a very simple one, and we're going to use that one because I'm going to turn it into a game. So we'll weave our hello song and name game into one good long interactive activity. Since it's the first day of school, or maybe it's your second class time, that's okay if you're playing the name game the second or third time, but it might be the first time you played games, let's do a circle game. So we're going to gather all the students in a circle and we're just going to chant the words or sing the words. The point is to play the game and get to know everyone. We're building a community right now, so everyone needs to feel part of the classroom activities. So the song I'm using is Hello My Good Friends. Hello, my good friends. How are you today? Come and sing a song with me. Then let's run and play. I do some echo teaching and then let's play the beat. Hello, my good friends. How are you today? Come and sing a song with me. Then let's run and play. And stop. So you have two choices here. You can have the teacher walk around the circle as everyone's patting and saying the chant. And then as the song ends, the teacher taps someone and they say their name. Now, I like this idea at the beginning because we're not sure everybody knows how to pass beanbags or use movement props. This keeps it easy. The other challenge you might have in this situation is a student who is shy or they don't speak loudly and everybody can't really hear their name. So you have choices on how to deal with that. I try to have the class list with me, and you could organize your circle just by telling everyone we're going to go in alphabetical order. Call the names and have them sit in the circle in the order you have on your sheet. That way, as you walk around and Joaquin doesn't want to say his name, you can jump in and help or support in the way that you're comfortable with. Oh, it's Joaquin. Everybody say, hi, Joaquin. And then you start the game again and you continue around the circle until everybody has had a turn to say their name. The other option is to use a beanbag. I think if you use the beanbag, you can use this game with older grades. Everybody likes to pass the beanbag. And then when they get the beanbag, you can even have them jump up and say their name. They can do a pose, give them some options. So you gather in the circle and you say, you guys, I want to learn your names. And so when you get the beanbag at the end of the song, you can jump up, you can just wave, you can just say your name. You can go to the middle and do a little dance, something fun for us on the first day. Keep the game moving, because we got to get through everybody in the circle. So here's another name game you can use, and it's using the song Busy, Buzzy, Busy Bee. say that 20 times. So it's just a simple song. A lot of music educators know this song, and you don't have to sing it. Again, you can just chant this. We don't have to tire our voices out on the very first day of school. 1, 2, busy, buzzy, bumblebee, buzzing round from tree to tree. Busy, buzzy, bumblebee, don't you dare to buzz near me. All right, and you can probably guess what we're gonna do. Whoever the me word lands on, buzz near me, that person is gonna say their name. You might even have some really creative kids who go, bzzz, I'm the Buzzy Bee. That's okay. We're just trying to make everyone feel comfortable in our classroom on the very first day. So let's talk about the ways you could use this in 2nd, 3rd, and even 4th grade, okay? So, like I said, you could add the beanbag to it, and the kids pass the beanbag as they say the chant, and whoever gets the beanbag says their name. The next way is you could play a chasing game. And you know, I think it is even going to be different, maybe class by class. If you have 2 2nd grades, you might find 1 2nd grade needs to just do the padding. But then you have lunch and the next 2nd grade class comes in and you're getting the vibe that they can handle a chasing game. So we're going to have someone walk around the circle. Teacher starts it to teach. And don't you dare to buzz near me. Just tap the person and the two chase each other, and whoever gets back to the spot immediately says their name, which they'll probably not remember, so just say, what's your name? And they say their name, and then the other person becomes the bee that goes around and taps the next bee. Have them both say their names at that change of spots. When I play this kind of game the first time, I tell them nobody's getting second turns, so we'll chase. And if the first person makes it again, they can choose. They can have that person do it, or they can choose somebody else to be the bee. So there's 3 ways to play that game. There's patting, there's passing a beanbag, and there's chasing. This next activity you want to have in your back pocket. You may not need to use it on the first day, but then again, you may need to use it on the first day. So I recommend having a very simple movement type activity ready, especially for the younger students. We're talking K through 3rd grade. So I have a free resource. It's called Heartbeat. You can throw the video up. It's super easy to learn. They can pat the beat or just follow you. Most of them, if they're in kindergarten, you'll be lucky if they stay in their space to do this activity. But again, I would gather them in a circle. The reason that you want to gather them in a circle is because it keeps everyone in a little bit smaller space. And for your K and 1 grades, they're not really sure what space is right now. And so if they're in a circle and they're standing next to people, it's a visual reminder to stay right where they are. It's like being in a line. So I have a lot of movement songs that you can choose from. And I just did a video on my favorite brain breaks. And I highly recommend you at least buzz through that video to get some ideas on why and how and which ones I like to use or have in my back pocket for any time I need a movement activity. So it is nice to have some songs where you don't have to be the singer or the talker, at least for those 5 minutes you're going to do that activity. So you can use the Heartbeat song, which is a steady beat. That's going to bring them into music land type song. Or you can use one that you know, like head, shoulders, knees, and toes. If you're happy and you know it, clap your hands. And I have to say, I do like if you're happy and you know it and clap your hands. And that's because I can choose how many verses I want to do. I might need just verse 1, clap your hands. Happy you know it, clap your hands. And then I can say 1, 2, 3, eyes on me. And then just wait, because they don't know what you're doing, but just wait a minute. Eyes on me. Crisscross applesauce, hands in my lap. 1, 2, 3, 4, I can clap. You might get a third to a half that will follow those directions, But you can start weaving in some of your procedures and ways you want kids to stand, to sit, to be quiet, to gather, to line up in between these little movement activities. Okay, a great movement break for upper grades is the free resource called Move to the Beat, and it's body percussion actions. You can use it with any music that will work for your students. In the freebie, there's suggestions and links, and there's ideas on what songs you can use. It's a slideshow, and you can set a timer on it with your music in it, like in a PowerPoint. Or you can just randomly click when you're ready for them to change actions. And it just works really well for the first day because it's simple and it gets them moving and it gets them interacting with each other and presents, beat and rhythm to them in a fun way. So those are the basic activities that I think are important to have in the very first day of class. These are going to help you build classroom community and establish your beginning of your relationship with your students. They're going to come into music and they're going to get the vibe of, oh my goodness, we're moving, we're making music, we're singing, we're patting, we're marching, we're listening. And they're going to get that from the types of activities that you do in your classroom that very first day. If you're looking for more type procedures and how to manage your students, I have several videos that will help you with that. And the last one I just did is classroom songs, and it's got a whole lot of ideas in there that you can take and implement into your classroom. Create the vibes, create the room, create the world that you want to create for your students at your school. If you like it and you want, you can go look at, there's a classroom management course you can take where you'll get all of those resources and activities with videos, with music, and with the teaching materials. So it's a really great resource, especially if you're a new teacher. Then you'll have all these things in your back pocket that will take you through the first month of school, actually. So before you go, just a quick reminder to join the free community. Like I said, you can gain access to over hundreds of resources that you can use throughout the school year. I appreciate you being here and thank you for watching this video. Please drop me a comment if you have questions or need ideas or just want to brainstorm with somebody. I love getting those emails and those comments from you. Let's keep kids moving and learning with music.